that you're going through, okay? Even when the thing that you're going through is not real, okay? If it's just something that is happening in your mind, I mean, you're just thinking about it, your brain assumes that you are actually going through that thing. You understand? And it's already building up stress in your body. Talk less of when you're actually now going through it. It's the same thing, okay, for the brain. Okay, so it's very important to find a way to not allow the stress to build up on top of you. I mean, I know it's not even easy, especially because the children and the this and the that, you know, there's so much going on.
Going on,
yeah. But how do you give yourself, let's just focus on that for a bit. How do you manage all of this? And
that's the thing, the way how I feel like just going in the bed, and then I feel like not I can't work. Because the thing is, when I look at it, I'm in this situation in the first place because they never finished the project. I have been crying. Can you imagine? I never planned to go to work. If this project had finished before I went back to work because I needed my job to purchase the second property. Because when I'm at leave, I still have my employment letter, even though I'm not working. So the part we're going to do, I will still have my letter, purchase the second property, and then I was going just to focus on my new path of doing business. So now I don't even have time on business because I find myself, the kids are, especially Joshua, is always sick. I pay month 1,500. He's 3/4 of the time he's home. I don't. He's not home. And he goes there because I was forced to go back to work. If I was home, I was going to be with him. And on top of this, I have the stress because he's home. I can't do my 9-to-5 job properly. I'm so behind. I manager stress, and then he's not afraid. You know, managers how they are, target these deadlines. I have that stress from the job, the stress from this contractor, and then to think that I'm not even doing anything on my business. I have not been working at all. I feel the way that I deal with it, it's just go in my bed and then cry.
Yeah, that's what it feels like doing, and sometimes that's what it requires, to shut everything down and go and just sleep and just forget about it. But then you can't just forget about it because you're gonna have to pick it up, you know. So it's but sometimes you need that, close it off and just go and rest, because really it can be a lot, you know. Yeah. So but now the question we have to ask is there something that you can do differently? Now, I was talking about the essential oil.
Yeah.
I think that it may help, because I remember the girl that actually introduced essential oil to me, she does she had a little child at the time when she discovered it, and the child was always coming home sick, you know, and had all sorts of allergies, you know. So she started using that, and the thing changed to the point that they actually introduced that same thing to her daycare, and they started using the same thing in the daycare, and they liked it. Yeah. Yeah. So I said I was going to, you know, just ask her, just before I make you go buy all sorts of things, before, you know, I'm going to ask her and see if she thinks it's a good thing. I know she was selling it, but she stopped selling it. But whenever I still need to buy, I still buy from her. You know, I still buy through her. So I was saying I'm gonna ask her and see what her suggestions are. Yeah. So that would help, because what it does is, look at this thing right here. Let me show you this thing.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's a diffuser, you know, and I sometimes, as soon as I start to see that somebody is sneezing, somebody is doing something, I just put all sorts of oil, and they are natural things, you know. So you just put them, I just diffuse it all over the house, and you know, it just boosts
Yeah.
any immune system for everybody. So, and I think it helps, you know, but I think
Yeah.
it would be a good thing, you know, for you to consider as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so now the other thing now is
Mm.
it's worth it for you to, you don't have a choice. Like you have to wait until you do the second house, right? Before you can consider quitting a
Quick
job.
up. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you think about it that way, you know that this is an investment, isn't it? Is it not? Because that's why Joshua is in daycare. Okay. Right, it's an investment, and you try to allow it to be there, you know, as much as it can be. But do you think there could be a deadline that you can look at for that? Because it helps for the mind to be able to wrap your mind around what you're doing.
My dear, at this point, we have lost hope. So, because each time we give ourselves a deadline, something happens. Like, what can we trust them? Any, like, the other option that is left is to take them to cut. But then if we take them to cut, they know that we are going to waste time and money. That's why they know that it's the last option that you will never want to do. When they have cashed a big chunk of the money. Yeah. If we wouldn't have paid them, we wouldn't be in this mess. Yeah.
But the good thing also is that you're learning.
That's true. It's a lot
and you're writing it. It's a school fees, you know, like whenever I complain, you know, to my husband, whenever I complain and I say I wasted this money, I wasted, it's the school fees, you know, it's school fees that you're paying. You know, and the thing is, with this your business, it's actually making you wiser. Okay, it's making you wiser, and it's going to make you to be hard on your students, to say, nope, you're not going to do that. This is the way you're going to do it. Because you if you look at it, you know, you may have seen some areas that you may have avoided this error.
Yeah.
That's what it makes you wiser. It makes you a stronger coach.
Okay, well.
You see people go do PhD. This is your own PhD.
And now I was in a meeting with my manager. That's why I was late.
Okay.
So we had a meeting which was supposed to end at noon, but you know, they never end on time.
Yeah.
So what about this? What about that? Next week is month end. Da, 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 da. I'm like, okay. And then Alain was supposed to wait to watch over Joshua before he goes to work. And then at that time when I was supposed to be in my meeting, he put Joshua in his crib, and then he goes in the driveway to look at his car. Like, you see when they look at the car, the oil level and everything. So while he's doing that, Joshua decided to come in here.
Yeah.
Tap me in the middle of my meeting with my manager, who is not a good manager, who doesn't care whether you have a key. I had to say, I'm sorry, just give me 1 minute. And then I had to go out, call Papa. I was mad. I said,
can you imagine?
Know that I'm so stressed. I'm so behind in my work because I didn't work last week. The whole last week I didn't work. Both of them, they were home. I have nothing to tell him, basically. And then you were supposed to watch this boy. You add on my stress.
Poor man.
No. I thought he was going to sleep. No. So right now, it's like going to bed.
I know, but you can't go to bed. That's because you're a strong woman. You will keep going. You would not give up because you know what to do. You have the power within you. It's just hard, it's just hard to be able to juggle it together. I saw somebody post something today and I was like, I've never seen it like that. This girl was talking about, do you want to use your womb power to mother your business? And I was like,
Your
womb power? Okay,
power?
what is that? Okay. Like your uterus, the place that you nurture your baby, like you can actually, because we take the child, we nurture the child, and then we deliver the child, and I was like, that's an interesting way of looking at things. And I think it's just a way of saying, as women, we're very strong. God designed us to be really powerful and strong, and we should remember that sometimes, especially when things are not working. It's that time to know, and just to say, okay, I know what to do, and I'm going to do it. And some other times, you need to take a break and go rest, and you relax and not worry about what's going on, whether the world is coming to an end or something, and but just know that really I don't need to stress. I don't need to kill myself or kill anyone right now. I just need to relax. Yeah. But God is your strength. So now the projects in your own mind or your own calculation, worst case scenario, what do you think?
So the case scenario is to refinance it as is. So we will have money because it's not it.
Okay.
Maybe and the other thing that is the market is how do we say it, is cooling down, if I can say. It's no longer hot. So they may give us less money that we would have gotten like a month before. Not good for us. So the worst case scenario, we can, and this is something we don't want to do, we can simply decide to refinance it as is or sell it. But sell it will be hard. I don't know if it will be hard, but we wouldn't want to go that route again, to start looking for, because this property we were lucky to find it for cheaper. And then we have done a lot of work on it. We know it's basically new now. So the worst case scenario is like we wait and then continue to lose opportunities. I don't. There are many worst case scenarios depending on what you want to do.
Yeah, I think sometimes the reason why I asked for that is sometimes it's good to look at the worst case scenario and put them on paper, so that, because if you don't do that, what you will do is you'll be worrying, and it's worse for your body. It's not good for you. Okay. So if you write it on, and sometimes what I do is I'll bring out Excel and I start to tabulate. Okay, if this is this worst case scenario number 1, I write it out. So we wait till July or September to sell. This is how much we're going to do. This is what it's going to look like. This is what we're going, then we look at that. Then we do another column. This is another one. What if we do it like this? We do it like this. We do it like this, so that I can compare. Okay. Because we know for sure that it's not happening like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay. So we might as well just say it's okay, and just plan with the next options that you have. Okay. And because people can be really, who knows why these people are doing what they're doing. They are not thinking about you.
No, definitely.
So you, but you have to, if you continue to stress with them, what would happen is what you're actually doing is you're stressing your future also, even though what you're thinking you're doing is you're trying to fight to get the future profit, but you're actually increasing the future loss in your body, in your mind, in your marriage, in your health.
Oh, yes, that you can say again.
You know, so you want to now look at, okay, let's cash in and see, okay, if it's not going to happen, what are the cases that we would likely see, you know, what would happen? And then you can, okay, now say, okay, if it's not this one, then it's this one, then it's this one. It can't be more than this, you know, just go with that, go with the flow and stop fighting, because each fight and each argument it sends chemicals in your body that causes all sorts of trouble. It may not cause the trouble now, but it's causing trouble for the future.
Definitely, it is damaging something. You can feel it in your body anyways.
Exactly. Yeah. You know, so please look at the options that you have and just decide on what you're gonna do. Okay, and relax.
November.
What
did you say? 8 months. I was counting the months.
Okay. Yeah. No, but it's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. The same way you're going to tell when you start to coach other people, when they are thinking it will happen tomorrow, it will happen just, you know, you let them know. It's making you more balanced.
Yeah, as you say, it's something that definitely it's a big lesson, because the fact that the previous, let me reply, that's my manager. I don't want him to call me. Call me now. He wanted to call me. I'm telling him no, I'm busy. So you said we are learning a lot, because I think we were seeing everything with pink glasses, they say.
Yes.
Because the previous project went on so well. Like, yeah, within 3 weeks, maximum a month, everything was top notch. We would have sold property immediately if we wanted, but we kept waiting, so that because we will see that the market is going higher, so we continue to wait. So in that mind, it was like, yeah, things are always this nice and easy. So the mistake that we did, I think, which is also giving us a lot of stress, because I told you at the same time we do invest in Africa, because we are planning to go live there, and we have given ourselves 3 years. 3 years while we are working, but 4 years we did not do anything. So no longer 3, 4, or maybe 5. So that it is giving us sleepless nights. But the other thing is, we took all the money that we had left to invest in lands in Africa. And because we're planning that within 2-3 months maximum, we would have finished with this property, purchased another property. We will have rental income. Like, we will say, okay, things are going to come back to normal. Now we found ourselves, we have spent all our money that we had, and this project is not even ending. And we're finding ourselves we are paying this mortgage a little bit longer than we were supposed to. 1 year paid mortgage. We're not supposed to pay this mortgage for 1 year.
Yeah.
So it is another mistake that we made that I will definitely not advise. Like, always, don't think that anything can happen.
Yeah. No, it's good, and it's that's why, you know, they say everything happens for a reason, you know, and even in the scriptures, you know, for us as Christians, there is all things work together for good.
good. Yeah.
So it's actually a good thing, because if you had gone with the mindset of pink eyeglasses, everything is going to go well, and you start to coach other people, it's either you go through it like this, or your clients go through it and they start pointing fingers at you.
Yeah.
So it's good to go through it yourself, and you're able to show to people that, but in all, it's still profitable.
Yeah.
Now the question is that's the question that I had. Is it still profitable? With the mindset of, even now, you planned that it was going to be 6 months, but we went for a year. But question, is it still profitable?
Yeah, it is.
So if it's still profitable, then there's not much to stress about.
Yeah, but maybe in 1 year you could have earned maybe 2 times 200K. Now it's just going to be 1 time 200K.
Yeah, I know, right? But it's that's the real world.
That's the real world.
The paper world is different from the real world. It works well on Excel. Yeah, no, but it's good. Don't worry. You're just becoming stronger. And the truth of the matter is, even as a business owner, until you start to face life squarely and face it for real, and you start to look at making decisions, even though there's not much that you're getting from it, and still all of this is making you a stronger business person. You understand? Because now when somebody, someone that is just starting, they can say, I'm going to do X, Y, Z, this. You look at, they submit their paper to you like this, say, no, it's not possible. This, not, because the way you're seeing now, you're seeing with a clear eyeglasses. Because, now before this year, you would have seen it with the other glasses that is like, yes. Oh, even add 10,000 here, add 50,000 here, add, but now it's more balanced, because yes, there is the good ones, and then there is the not so good ones, but in all, and that's why even this business is not something that one can do in passing. In short, business in general, it's not something that you can do in passing. You have to, it's for the long haul, right?
Yeah.
So that's very good. That's very good. All right. So let's look at I'm gonna open our document here, and then we're gonna start with that.
Go behind.
Yeah, very much so. Okay. So we're going to look at our grid. And where is it? I just opened it. I thought I did open it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go for the grid, and as we go through this today now, I want you to look through. In short, we're not going to say it. Maybe we'll say it, and then as we're saying it, pay attention to the one that you're finding the hardest, you're finding hard to do, and then would look at that and move on. Okay. All right. So 1, 2, go. I am a thought leader and a change maker. I'm an expert and I get paid as one. Friends, families, and strangers are recognizing me as a go-to person in my field. I am being interviewed by top influencers in my field as a subject matter expert. Top media outlets are featuring me for exposure. I make no excuses. I push through. I lead with love. I spread kindness. I take action. I stay focused. I am determined to have the influence and income I deserve. I will step out of my comfort zone because I cannot experience new land from the comfort of my comfort zone. I love making money. I make money even when I'm not trying to. Money comes to me easily. Money is within my reach. If I have to look cheesy, I will. If I have to spend more money hiring tech people to help me get there quicker, I will. If I have to do endless amounts of visibility tasks as directed by my coach, I will. I take responsibility that I've created the life I currently have due to my thoughts, actions, and energy. I release the pattern in me that has created lack of any kind in my life today. I have the power to shift my mindset and create new things that will serve me better by having faith and taking bold actions. I believe that all things are possible for me, and I am determined to make that belief my reality. I deserve success. I am dressed with strength and dignity. I am a wealth magnet. I am a profitable thought leader. Amen. All right. So which one is your?
The first one is I am an expert. Already I feel like stupid already. I don't feel like any expert. At this point, I don't feel like an expert. I feel like how did I end up here? That is the first one. Yeah. Yeah. At some point, that's how I think we were even feeling like that. We feel like, I think we had an idea of where we were getting. It feels like we are so far behind. Like our second property, it's still in our thoughts. So we're asking, is it even going to happen? So right now, that is the first one. And the rest of it, like I'm being interviewed, I don't see it now, like maybe because of this the state of mind that I have right now. I don't see how all of that.
Very good, very good. No, for real. You see, this message, this thing that we read here is a journey. Some part of it is a journey in the process, and where I'm going step by step, right? And the reason why we say this is we're saying it because to some extent it's true. Physically, and I'm talking to some extent physically, it's true, but to a large extent is more mental. That I believe that this is where this is like the end product of my business. Okay. Now, the thing is, the way the mind works and the way the world, in short, works is whatever you say, think, and do is what's going to, or maybe I should rearrange it. Think, say, and do. Okay. All these things are part of who you are becoming. Okay. Now, every single thing that we do in life is started as a thought. And I really love the way you just said it now, that our second home is in our thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. And it's good. Let it stay in the thought. Because if it doesn't stay in the thought, it's not going to come out to reality. Okay. So many of these things now, they are in the thought, and we're putting them in the thoughts because it's by the thoughts that things become real. Are you still there? Okay. No, I think I lost you. I'm going to wait. This is my hair. That's interesting. Let's see what's up. Okay. Okay.
Hello?
Hello?
I lost. I was using my phone and the call came in and then I lost my Zoom.
Yes.
How
I
do
find.
when I'm on,
How do you do it?
like if I'm on Zoom, how can I not receive calls?
The problem with that is you're gonna need to say do not disturb.
But then Zoom will not work.
No, Zoom will work.
Zoom, oh, okay.
Zoom will work. The only thing is you have to remember to put it back off.
Oh, okay.
Or you will lose calls after the Zoom call.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
That's okay. Yeah. So I was saying that the thoughts, you see, the whole everything, there's nothing in this world, nothing. That your glasses, that your blankets, that your outfits, that your hair, that every single, including you yourself, we were thoughts first.
Yeah.
We're in somebody's thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay. This mic was in somebody's thoughts. This box Kleenex was in somebody's thoughts. This thing was in somebody's thoughts. There is nothing that was not in somebody's thoughts before it became reality.
Yes.
Okay. So your second home is in your thoughts. It's okay. Before you know it, you're going to see it. But you see, right now, you're able to see that second home in your mind.
Yeah.
Right? So, but what you need to do is, because you see, in life and in business and everything that we do, you have to be able to keep that thing in your thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay. You see, when people say we lose hope, we give up, that's when you trash that thing that you had in your thoughts. You trash it. You completely forgot about it. Okay.
Yes.
And that thing disappears. Okay. But when you keep it in your thoughts, what happens is one day you would be standing in that house. Okay. So right now that you can't see that house physically, you can go to that house in your mind. These are the things that we do, right? You know, to that's why sometimes it says, you know, by taking bold actions, by choosing to, you know, think and believe some other things as against what I'm seeing physically.
Yeah.
You know, where, you know, there's one line that we have in our statement that says, I stay focused. That is exactly what it means. Okay.
I stay focused. Right now, I'm not.
Okay. So now that's what you need to work on. That's what you need to work on. What you need to work on is keep focused. You see, because when he says, I am an expert and I'm being paid as one. Okay. Now there's a portion of it that has already happened, because number one, the fact that people are coming to you to ask you questions about something means that you are an expert in that micro. Now, you can't compare yourself with people that have been there for 20 years, right? No, that's not what we're trying to say. But in this micro portion, I am an expert. Among all my friends and family, I am an expert. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, and then the other thing is, what is an expert? Who is an expert? Is it an expert someone that has succeeded and they never have failures anymore? It's a lie. It's a lie. Look at the people, the basketballers, you know, LeBron James. How much does he get paid? He gets paid, I can't remember how much, millions of dollars, you know, to play. But does he basket everything? Does he hit all the time?
No,
it's not true.
No.
Okay, but because he has mastered how to do it, and out of all of the basketballers in this world, he gets it more than everybody else.
Yeah.
So that's why he's an expert. Okay, and not because he never makes a mistake, not because he always, makes the basket. No. Okay, so that's the thing. And the making of an expert is what you're going through. This thing that you're going through is and the funny thing is, once you choose a path, okay, you keep going, you look around, you see all your friends are not following you on that path. Okay, but you are going, but you keep going. Why? Because it's a PhD, it's master's level PhD, you keep going. All your friends that did PhD, did you go and write their thesis with them?
No.
Nobody is going to write this one with you. You are the one on the journey. Okay, so that's the thing. It doesn't mean that, oh, because you're going through this, tell yourself, I'm an expert and I'm being paid as one. Now, the being paid is not happening physically yet, but it's happening. It has to happen in your mind.
Yeah.
It has to happen in your mind. And this is why, when last week I was saying to you, or sometimes recently I was saying, let's create that course or that program so that we know that because you see, the thing is, a lot of people go to church. In short, I was even hearing somebody preach something, that sometimes we go to church and we pray and we say, God bless me, bless me. I'm using church because I know you're a Christian, and we say, God bless me, and you're waiting. Some people will go and fast 40 days for God to come and bless them. How is he going to bless you?
Exactly. Tell me.
Okay. So if somebody comes now and they say, what is it that you are selling as a coach? What will you give them? Exactly. That's why you have to work and create this thing. Okay, so that and remember, these things, they happen first in the thoughts, in the mind, and once it happens, in the mind, you're able to receive it. It happens physically. Okay, so now the question is, we need to create this course or the program so that it can start happening in your mind. You can believe it, so that you're not just saying it. I'm being paid as one. People need to start paying for your course or your material. Okay,
I'm willing. The spirit is willing, but the body.
What happened to the spirit and the body? Let's bring. That's where we now go to. I'm going to move out of my comfort zone. You remember that statement? Okay. I cannot get anything. I will step out of my comfort zone. I cannot experience new land from the comfort of my comfort zone. That's where we have to now push you. You will have to push yourself and say, you know what? Yes, this is a challenge, and that's why I'm here always, and that's why we're focusing on this today, because it's a mindset day. Okay. And I want you to focus on what exactly do I need to do in order to move forward.
Can you hear the noise?
I hear something, but I'm not sure what it is.
It's not disturbing you? It's my laptop.
Okay, you're using the laptop now.
Because when I lost my Zoom because of the phone.
You decided to put it on the computer.
But now it's making, I told you.
Yeah.
So should I switch back to the phone?
No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not feeling anything. I can't hear it well. When you first joined, I heard something, but now it's okay.
Now it's becoming too much.
Yeah, you don't have an iPad in your house. Okay. I would have said you should use an iPad, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm not hearing anything. And
when I have money, I will buy another one.
That's
because
okay.
I was told that this thing that they sold to me is cheap.
I see. The parts.
You have to purchase a
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. So what's going on now with regards to your offer? I have another meeting at 1:30.
I did not do anything.
Okay, so bring it out. Let's look at it.
This thing is nothing too much.
Okay, why don't you switch it over to your phone if it's disturbing you? Let's first of all look at your phone and do not disturb.
But how am I going to pull my Excel thing?
I see. Okay. Join twice and make this one don't talk from the phone. Don't talk from the computer. Just join again now with your phone. And then you mute the computer. So mute the computer and then unmute your phone.
I think it's going to be worse.
No, you'd.
I think you
Okay.
will hear the noise a lot more, the noise from the laptop.
I see.
You hear it more from the phone.
I see. Now you are. I can't hear it though.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't hear the computer.
Oh, you can hear that? You cannot. That's good.
Share the screen.
Yeah, I want to go to my.
You need to stop the mic of your speaker. Can you turn off the speaker of your computer? So that it doesn't echo into each other.
Can you talk?
Yeah? Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah. Now I
Yeah.
can.
So
Perfect.
okay. So now share your screen.
Which one is which one?
The computer. Okay,
Okay.
I've not stopped. I've not made it possible for you to share. Now it's good. What should I do that?
Okay. How many of these do I have? Which one is which one? I think this is the one that we worked on the last time.
Okay.
Where am I going to put this?
Yeah, this is like a template, an idea that we had that time.
Yeah.
But what I want us to do now is we've already from that from your pyramid that we decided like the classification of your people. We are creating a product for each group. Okay, so for the first group of people that apart from your video, what do they need to become? I can't remember what your classifications are. Okay, so we want to work with people that are this, we want to turn them into this. I think it's pyramid stage. That's it. Jemima pyramid stage. Next
Where
one.
is it?
Next.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So we want to help the person that is a rookie. Go down. What's the next one? The dreamer. We want to help. What are you going to give the dreamer to turn them into a rookie?
So,
show them what is required. Your strategy is to show them what is required to build a home, a real estate property, and roadmap to clients, to roadmap of the steps to flip. Okay, so you need to create that's going to be like a lead magnet, like a gift, a free gift that you're going to give to people, and roadmap to, it's going to look like, let me show you a roadmap. in short, if you go to Canva, you can find stuffs there that you can use. But I'll show you, let me show you mine.
Yes.
Where is it? It's gonna be here. Roadmap. Okay. So my roadmap is this one. And I'm gonna stop sharing so that I can share. So here is my roadmap. Now you don't have to do it like this. It can be for now, it can be a step-by-step, part of the things that, we can work on later is I can even give you a copy of this so you can rebrand it and make it your own, in Canva. And so the easy way to look at this is you divide the steps to 3 ways, 3 steps. Okay. So in my own process is first we need to get the clarity, of what you're going to be talking about in your videos and who you're talking to. And then we get the confidence, we build your videos and you start to actually talk. And then, the consistency is the highest level where we start now multiplying and speaking in different places so that you can maximize sales. Get more of your ideal clients. Okay. So this is like a roadmap, and you can see how right here, I say this starts with go, and then you go up and you go, and then you go, and then you finish. You understand? So this is like a roadmap. But the easy way is to have it divided into 3 steps, 3 major steps. And then you can now break all those 3 major steps into individual 3 for each step.
Okay.
So in your own process, what you're going to be giving to your people, as that's the dreamers to rookies, you want to show them a picture like this. Even if it's not really designed like this, you want it to, but I would like you to at some point. But that's eventually you're going to get to it. But I want you to do this. I'm going to send you a copy of this so that you can edit it.
Okay. Is this a PDF?
This one is a PDF, but I can send it to you in Canva.
Okay.
So that's the, and we're going to just decide what the name is going to be. You write, something here, you create, and then you just break it down like this and all of this. Okay. Do you think you can do that?
Yeah.
So what I would need from you is I first of all would need the 3 main steps. And then you can go either way. You can start with the 3 main steps and then break each step to 3. Okay, but you can also start with all of the steps. You write everything that needs to be done.
Yes.
And then you now bring them together and form them into 3 groups.
Yes.
So that's either way works.
Okay.
Because I know we've already written all your steps together in a point. So you just divide them and use that as very good. All right. So I'm going to stop sharing this. And I want you to share that rookie after we have a roadmap. That's the roadmap that you're going to give to your people, to the dreamers, and you're going to help them to become rookies, people that want to actually say, you know what, I'm ready. Okay. So now we want to turn the rookies to achievers. What are you going? This is now the program that you're giving them.
So financial plan.
Okay.
Put your finances in order. So
okay.
That's more like it's more like the investors group job.
Okay. Yeah. So what would be the so it says financial plan in place, put your finances in order, evaluate current system, financial plan cleanup. Okay. So family budgets, break down the financial plan with flipping roadmap and time frame. Very good. Okay, so what I guess the first place to start would be to now break down to do, you know, the next thing after somebody has got the roadmap. Okay, you now bring it into their own time frame with their financial their PFR and needs, goals and concern. I mean, what was it that we used to do? Was it needs and concerns? What's that?
I don't remember it because I think that's the one, because I remember.
Yeah, we used to collect the PFR and needs and concern or something like that. So needs and goals. Yeah. So that those two, you're going to get it, and then you give them, based on their information, you give them a timeline, a roadmap that is timeline based. Okay. One of the products that I started doing for new clients now is I have this 90-minute session that I do with entrepreneurs now. And the 90-minute session, you know what I'm doing? This my roadmap that I just gave you. I give that as a lead magnet. When I'm speaking, I use it. Okay. But when I now, at the end of the speaking, you've seen the roadmap, though you want to know what you need to do and timeline for you. Okay. What are some of the steps that you need to take for my own personal business with regards to this roadmap? Then I meet with them, and it's a 90-minute session. I sell it for $597 now. Okay. 90-minute session. You understand? So this is something like that. Okay. I meet with you for 90 minutes, and usually the way I do it now is it's 2 45-minute sessions. So I meet with you the first time to gather all the information, and then I now work on. So it's not just the 2 hours of meeting. I'm working in between and getting information and all that. That's why I sell it for $697. Okay, at $597 right now. You know, so it's by the time they are done, okay, they go away with their own roadmap. Yeah. Okay, so I now create a document for them to say, in the next 90 days, this is what you should be doing. Now, if you want me to apply to work with you to achieve that, you know, we can do more. Okay, so that's the way that this is looking like that for you right now. Okay, where you have your roadmap, you've given it to them free of charge. If somebody sees that roadmap, they can decide to go and do it themselves without even asking you, what should I do next? Okay, yeah. But for some other people, they will come and they will say, but yeah, I would love you to guide me on exactly what I need to do for me. Okay, so then you gather their information, then you give them a roadmap that is tailored to them. Yeah. Okay, and then now the next level is, if they want to continue to go higher and higher, then you can work with them to actually achieve that. Yes. So now going back now to your thing, the course that you're the program that you're designing, what you're designing for people is, it's right there. It was right there. Okay. What you're designing for people now is you're designing a financial cleanup with roadmap, with flipping roadmap.
So I should put it where? Here? Product name?
Yeah. So you still need to come up with a good name for it. But for now, what do you think you're selling to people?
So what I'm selling to people is going to be this one here, right? To sell, or no, this
to
one
sell.
is for sale. The first one is not for sale.
Exactly, yes.
Financial cleanup.
I like that. Financial cleanup, but it doesn't end there. I want it to also include the financial, personal or family financial.
Fine.
Hmm?
Sleeping.
Yeah, financial plan or flipper's plan.
Yeah,
Financial, yeah, something, it's not just a financial plan, it's a financial flipper's plan, something like that. You're putting together.
I can't.
Yeah, because that time we said you should. This is your own.
Okay.
Flipper's financial plan. I like that. Lovely. 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 So what you're doing is you're going to have your own version of the PFR. Okay. It's going to be a form that you will get all the information from them.
Sorry. So it's going to be, where do I put?
Yeah, you can write it in the plain place. PFR. Goals and concern. That's it. Goals and concern. Oh, I think that's the name of that form. Goals and concern. Yeah. Your own goals and concern. Their own goals and concern. You need to change the name so that you don't get into problems and concerns. And so those are two forms right there. And what else do you need?
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Did we talk about the budget? So I need the financial, evaluate the currents of the PFR. Maybe I can have like a sort of budget. So that will be an Excel.
Are you creating the budget? You want them to create a budget? What do you usually do? Or do you create a budget for them?
I can give them a template that they can use to create their own budget. But the thing is, once we have cleaned up your finances, you need now to be using your budget.
Very good. Very good. Yeah. So, but obviously you want to do it in a way that it would be realistic.
Yes. Because
there's no point you give them a budget and they go and they never follow the budget. So it's better I wonder if it's better if you allow them to do the budget based on exactly what PFR does. That PFR gives you an exact image of what they are doing right now.
Yes. But I mean the budget, it's like the Excel of how to do the budget.
Okay.
And then they can do it themselves. They can add things, remove things because
yeah, very good. And then but you will give them an idea of, if you follow it this way, this is where things are gonna go. Because remember, PFR back then, what we were always doing was we get the information, we're trying to see how much cash is available.
It's available, yes.
So once you have an idea of how much cash is available, you can help them appropriate that money into their flippers plan. Okay, so you give them so that you can use the same principle of my 90 minutes session also, where I meet with you for 45 minutes. We gather all the information. I go ahead and do some work for you. And then I come back and I give you a plan, which is your flippers financial plan.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, and this is, if you're going to work with me, this is exactly what we're going to implement. And we give you a timeline based on your information. This is exactly how we're going to do. So it's 1 minute 45, 1:45 minutes, another 45 minutes to gather information. And then in between the 2:45 minutes, I'll send you a report of what you need to do. Then we review the report together. Something like that. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So what you need to do now is you need to price this. I have another meeting in 4 minutes. You need to price this based on this chart that is here. How much would a PFR cost? A PFR is like what would you call it? A workbook. A PFR is a workbook. A goals and concern is a workbook, or I don't know what we can call goals and concern. It's more like a form. Then a budget is a workbook. So look at those pricing, put the pricing on it. Then the 45 minutes is a 45 minutes time with you. Okay. Then you now look at how much time is it going to take you in between the meetings to put that plan together. And you decide on how much you're going to charge for it. Based on this will give you an idea of the total value. Can you just roughly just put it now? Let me see what it's going to come to.
That's the thing. Like, how will I know what's the value of the?
It's there now. It's there. Scroll up. Look at it. A workbook is about $45, $47. A calculator is about on the side. Price guide.
Here?
Yes.
Oh, I thought I thought it was me who put this in here.
No.
Oh, a workbook 47. So now here we have 47, 47, 47 3 times.
Exactly. And then the 45 minutes. Okay. And then
what is
it? Consulting.
47.
So if you decide, depending on how much you're earning right now, an hour in your scale, like how much do you earn?
I don't know.
No, at your job, how much?
I never pay attention to.
No, like ballpark. So I'm earning 70,000 divided by, give me an idea of about how much.
55.
Okay. So 55. 55 would be per hour if you're working per hour.
No, it's per year.
Oh, okay. So let's divide it. So it's like 55 divided by 12 divided by 4 divided by 40. So it's like 28. So 30. Okay. So conveniently, if you were getting paid now for your job, you're going to be paying $30 for somebody to have you work for them for 1 hour. Okay. However, this is not your job. This is expert.
Yes.
Okay. This is expert. Okay. So, but I always go through that route so that you can convince yourself that for real, this is how much they would have paid me per hour if I was being paid, normally. Okay. So, but with this, you can look at it. I put the area, in the industry for consulting, coaching, early stage, 47 to 147 per hour. Okay. So we can go in between there somewhere. We can go to like $100 an hour. Okay. And just put it there. So it'll be 2 hours. And that would be that.
2 hours or 45 minutes?
Yeah, 45 minutes twice. So it's almost like 2 hours.
2 hours.
So we can say 200. Exactly. Now, during the in between, I have to go. So anyway, in between, you still now figure out how much would you charge, how long does it take you to work? And then you do it from there.
Okay.
So give me an idea. Send me a message as soon as you're done with the staff, and I'll take a look at it. Okay.
Okay.
All
Thank
right.
you.
You're very welcome. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye. Thanks. Bye bye.